This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
With the classic shits, niggas sending classic hits. Automatic clips, niggas spit extravagant. With the classic shits, sending classic hits. We talking classic, bitch. Keep speaking out your ass, make you a classic archive. In between the hedges, not Atlanta, we reside. You know what it do, la bitch. Glad and Jesse can move quick. Red rum for freedom, 316, give a fuck, I don't zone shit. Since you talking zones, bitch, got zones of our own, bitch. Nelly be Bethla hounds, bitch. Home to get your dome split. Bodies on 106, where they fillet, may own your shit. Then ship the package to Stonehenge. Out in the morning, rolling rich.
Traveling dog, let roll.
And shit, if pop for the dough and pour a few homes made you a new tail league. So Channel 5 News, snooping for clues when the rocks rain out in it, bitch. Gladiator the paper, no valley to wait up. Get to the bag and burn acres. No, we never from the A, but I know you're that way, bro. You hear what I say, bro? Salt Alabama's, Spring Valley where they spray the man up. Tallahassee stay with them hammers. Them guard make your soul stand up. Uptown gon' stack them bands up. The block too hot for them ducks. Come around and play in Santa. River them tough in Savannah. In Savannah, with the classic shits, niggas sending classic hits. Automatic clips, niggas spit extravagant. With the classic shits, sending classic hits. We talking classic, bitch.
Life good spirits to you all out there in this divinely given moment in time. It's your girl London Taj, and you are tuned into another episode of Classic Conversations.
Classic Conversations, baby.
I need you guys to join me in welcoming a very classic guest. Ladies and gentlemen, today in the building we have P.O. the Priceless One.
Right, the one and only P.O. the Priceless One. Let's
What's
do it.
good? What you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here.
Yeah, man. Straight up. Give me a hug.
Thank you for sitting down with me and having a classic conversation.
Yeah, for real, man.
So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it.
Before we get into it, you know, I just want to give you your flowers, you know what I'm saying, while I got the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, and say that I appreciate you and all that you're doing with your platform and how you advocating for, you know what I'm saying, local classic hip hop artists, you know what I'm saying, and giving them and providing them a platform where, you know what I'm saying, they can present their campaign and so forth and so on. So thank you. I appreciate it.
I really appreciate that.
Man.
I don't really be knowing how to take, appreciation. I'm learning how to take that. Appreciate that, though, for real.
No problem.
So, what genres of music or musical artists did you frequently listen to as a youth?
Okay, so as a youth.
Yeah, as a youth, like coming up.
Genres, you know what I'm saying, because we grew up in the South, obviously, and so, you know what I'm saying, I was listening to country gospel.
Country gospel?
Country gospel, you know what I'm saying, because that's what my mama listened to. Definitely like R&B, jazz, and hip hop, so forth and so on.
Any local artists?
Local artists, not early on.
Not early on.
Not early on. The only local artist that I really kind of knew about, you know, that was out back then was like my kinfolk, like the gospelettes.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really know nothing about the local, you know what I'm saying, hip hop scene or local music scene, period.
Yeah. So, which genre inspired you once you decided that, hey, I'm actually interested one day in stepping into the music realm? Which genre or what artist inspired you the most?
I mean, definitely, you know, hip hop genre inspired me and a lot of my peers, you know what I'm saying? We came up listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony, Warren G, Snoop Dogg, what have you, those are artists. I really like the rap back in the day. Saying she prior to me, saying the whole Jermaine Dupri movement, you know what I'm saying? When I was in school,
shout out So-So Def.
Yeah, shout out So-So Def, early on, Chris Cross, you know, all that good stuff.
So how old were you when you actually came up with your own lyrics then?
I think when I came up with my first rap, so it's a story behind this, so let me just go and say that. So, all right, so what it was, so I grew up on the east side of Athens. Shout out to the east side.
Shout out to the east side.
So anyway, we used to hang out with Lester and Chester Elder. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I ain't heard them names in a long time.
So them was our partners, you know what I'm saying? And they lived in the apartments over there. I can't remember what the name of the apartment was, but anyway, we was always rocking with them, you know what I'm saying? Them and they little brother said, you know what I mean? So anyway, me and the Dunnies, would hang with them all the time. So
One
one
time
day,
for AD.
I think one day they didn't come to the boys club. I went to the boys club. When I came home, um, they had done created a rap group. I think it was either Lester or Chester had done created a rap group, him and the Dunn. So they came to me like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna start a rap group. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, start a rap group. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I want to be in a rap group too. You know?
How old were y'all?
I think I was 12. I think Donnie was 11.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
super
Yeah,
young.
yeah. And I think Chester or Lester was about 12, 11, 12. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I was like, I want to be in a rap group too. And they were like, man, you can't rap. And I'm like, yes, I can. I can rap. And they were like, rap something. So that's what I did. I don't know what I said. I don't know how I said it. I just said whatever came to my mind. And they looked at each other and they said, okay, yeah, you can be in the group. I was like, all right. So
So you can't remember some of your first lyrics.
I remember my very first rap. You know what I'm saying? What was what were the songs? It is me, Adonis, and one of the twins. We wrote to a song. We wrote to Bone Thugs and Harmony Thuggish Ruggish Bone. You know what I'm saying? That was our like first.
You said you can remember it.
Yeah,
Would
oh
you
yeah.
mind spitting
The
some of?
place is here. The time is right. For Anthony Hill to kick up dust tonight. Right. Hold on tight to your seats. Everybody talking about the LB. So what you telling me? Here comes the bomb. Here comes the bomb. I shoot you up. I shoot you up and blow off your arm. I keep a 25 under my bed. Mess with my family, you'll be buried and dead.
What?
That's my
And this
first.
was all as
Man,
a young
that's
person.
12 years old. First rap, Thuggish Ruggish Bone. And let me just say, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't know how to rap. So I had to steal some stuff from Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, I stole something from Ice Cube. I stole something from Chris Cross. And I probably took some other little word from something, but that's how I structured it at first.
I
That's how
like that you said that though, because like for the younger people watching who are inspired, I want them to realize that it's okay to look at people and like kind
gain
of figure, yeah,
inspiration.
gain
Yeah,
inspiration and figure out what direction you want to go. So just take a little bit of cadence or a little bit of flow here
yeah,
and there until you can figure out where your
yeah.
own is. I
And
like that you said
and
that.
so let's be clear about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody to feel like it's alright to like bite somebody else rhyme. That's what we used
Let's
to
be
call. That's
clear.
what we used to call it back in the day. It's not cool to bite nobody rhyme. You know what I mean? But as a youth developing as an artist, I don't see nothing wrong with what I'm saying, you not knowing how to formulate your verse or whatever, and you taking a little bit from here and taking a little bit from there to kind of gain inspiration and build upon your foundation, and then growing and elevating from that to like you rapping your own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like how old were you when you actually started sharing your own original work with other people outside of the members of your group of the group?
So the group didn't last that long,
Dang, for real? What?
yeah. I mean, we were all kids. And another thing, you know what I'm saying, just to bring some context to the story. So obviously, when all of this is going on, all of the rap music is definitely promoting drugs and violence and objectifying women, and that ain't some shit that my mama gonna rock with. You know what I
No,
mean?
not Miss
Yeah,
Mary.
nah.
So one time for Miss Mary for real.
Yeah, Miss Mary wasn't having it. She like, nah, you not,
Mm-mm,
you
not
ain't
at
doing it.
all.
So what you can do is you can do this gospel rap. So she introduced me to another art form of rapping, which was gospel rap, and it was Carmen, and you already know what song I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The resurrection rap.
Yeah.
So she was like, you want to rap? You gonna do this gospel rap? You're not finna be listening to this trash. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I got into. That's when I started like performing for an audience, I would say.
I think that's dope.
Mhm.
Like because from a lot of artists that I've spoken with, they don't have that background of going into gospel to start putting it out there in front of people and building up their confidence as an artist in that realm.
Mhm.
That right there is really
Yeah,
deep.
man. And shout out to my mama, man. I love you. I love you, mama. And I appreciate you, having the foresight to, keep me on the straight and narrow path. Although I'm sure I veered here and there, but for the most part, I appreciate, you doing your due diligence as a parent to keep me in line.
Yeah, because Miss Mary does not play. Like, really, she's classic in herself. Like, I would love to interview Miss
Oh yeah,
Mary, like
that'll be
on some
cool.
whole other, because she's
Mm-hmm.
done a lot. Highly intelligent,
Yeah,
highly
very
inspirational.
extremely
Yeah,
intelligent.
like
Yeah.
extremely. It's amazing. So to know that you have that to pull from lets me know that what you are as an artist, it's levels.
Yes.
It's a lot of levels
Yeah,
that
definitely.
I feel like people
Levels
need to
and
tap into.
layers. Yeah.
Levels and
Yeah,
layers.
layers. Yeah.
So, what were some of the reactions you remember like receiving once you start performing in front of people?
I mean, New Freedom Christian Center, when we did
What
that,
time for New Freedom Christian Center?
when I did the resurrection rap, cause it was a part that was just kind of dry in the song. So that was back when you had call and response or whatever, and so I ain't know what to say in that dry part. So I'd be like, put your hands in the air, waving like you just don't care. And if Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, somebody say, oh yeah. So that really got them like, oh yeah, Jesus Christ, my
I
Lord
know
and
my
Savior.
aunt loved it
You
because
know what
she
I'm
was all out
Yeah.
in the
So
crowd
I mean,
with it.
that's like the first like big like what I'm saying, we done turned the church into the club type.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
And we did used to turn up a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah,
at
yeah.
New Freedom
So
Christians.
yeah, it was dope. You know what I mean? That was a dope experience. So they gave me the confidence, man, and really, man, they they continue to, and it was the members of New Freedom Christian Center that made me comfortable to present myself to an audience, because they continue to put me in front of different churches and local churches or whatever, what I'm saying, and I performed this song in a lot of different places, and that's how I was able to gain, my stage presence and my comfortability with a crowd.
Yeah, I was just about to insert that in there. My uncle, shout out to Larry C. Ford, has
Shout
a
out to Larry
church
C.
here in the
Ford.
classic New Freedom Christian Center. And one thing I do remember growing up, because me and P.O. grew up in the church together, I remember going on like revivals and
The
we
youth retreat
the youth retreats
down
we
there in
used to
Toccoa,
do.
Georgia.
It used to be people coming from all other areas too, like
Right.
outside of Athens, to come and see us, and we would be having to perform, and then Uncle Larry might just call you. I call him Uncle Larry. He might just call anybody from the crowd to read scripture. He just puts you on the spot.
Right. Yeah.
So like, even if you were nervous, you were just gonna have to get
You're gonna
over
have
it,
to do it, man.
because he was just gonna put you out there like
Yeah.
that. So that's so dope that you
Yeah.
remember back
Yeah.
to those times, and it actually helped you as you started going into developing as an
Yeah.
artist.
And I add some context to that, because that was a monumental time in my life from Larry C. Ford. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate his contribution into my life. You know what I'm saying? And I, Pastor Ford, thank you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't heard it from me ever before, I really appreciate your contribution into my life. Thank you so much.
So your current stage name is P.O. the Priceless One. Where did this derive from?
Okay, so my mama named me Anthony. All right. And so when you look up the meaning of Anthony, it means priceless one. Valuable counselor. You know what I'm saying? And so
Never knew
yeah,
that.
yeah. So I ain't know what to call myself, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, okay, well, my name means priceless one, so that's what I'm gonna call myself. Here we go. They call me P.O. for short, but I am P.O. the priceless one. So you really just calling me Anthony in a different form.
Oh, now that's real creative. I never knew that.
Yeah, that's it.
So, as you started to become P.O. the Priceless One, what did it take to start gaining access to like studio equipment and producers and all of that type stuff?
Okay, so and this is important to note, because we came up in a time period where you didn't have access to computers like now.
Exactly.
Computers were very expensive back in the day, and in order for you to get your hands on real equipment, these are heavy units that's not easily toted around. You had to have money, or you had to know somebody who had money, or you had to be talented enough for somebody with money to invest in your talent. Okay, and so me not really knowing, nobody who did this rap stuff, you know what I'm saying, I had to go and invest in my own equipment. So the first
key alert.
so the first
Classic key alert.
The first time that I was like truly inspired to make music on my own, you know what I'm saying, when I felt like, you know what, I want to give a crack at this. I had heard the Untouchables. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if y'all remember that album, but you know what I'm saying, the Untouchable the Untouchable album, you know what I'm saying, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Frank Nitty was the producer of that group. He was the one making the beat. I might be wrong, don't quote me on it, but whoever was making them beats, you know what I'm saying, I was like, man, I like this music, this is what I want to do. So I went to Best Buy, you know what I'm saying, and it's a whole story that I ain't even gonna go into.
Best Buy.
But yo, I went to Best Buy,
Long live Best Buy.
And back in them days, you know, Best Buy had a area you can go back where they had like keyboards.
Yeah, they did.
But it was the cheap keyboards, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the expensive keyboards. You might have a keyboard up there that might cost like $400 or something like that. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, it's just like a little Casio, something that you can take to the house and kind of practice on. So anyway, I went to Best Buy and I heard some of the sounds in that Casio that I heard on that Untouchables album. And I was like, you know what, man, this where I want to get this keyboard. And so my mama had bought me a stereo system.
Mm-hmm.
My mom bought me a stereo system for my birthday, and I was listening to, at that time, listening to Outkast, 3 6 Mafia, you know what I'm saying, and C Murder.
So we talking teenage years now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like high school, like right on the cusp of high school, you know what I'm saying, beginning of, and I was like, you know what, why am I listening? I'm listening to all of this music, but I want to make my own. I gotta stop listening to I'm gonna continue to listen to the music, but I need to find a different means to listen to the music, and I need to go ahead and invest in myself and get my own equipment. So I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I want to take this stereo back, and I want to get this keyboard. So she was like, okay, well, you know, put it back in the box. You know what I mean? Take it back to Best Buy. We'll take it up there. And the stereo system and the keyboard was like close to the same price. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up trading it for the keyboard to the keyboard home, and immediately just started learning how to program.
So into P.O., the Priceless1 producer, around about the teenage years is when you actually start producing.
So about 15, 16, it went on starting. Green Fi can attest to that, because he was the first one I called and was like, hey man, you know, that when you had home landline, I'm calling him like, yo, check this beat out, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm putting it over the speaker and I'm letting him hear it and telling him, yo, it's tight.
So did you actually start focusing on just producing your own music for yourself as an artist, as a rapper?
So when I got more practice, you know what I'm saying, that's what I did. You know what I'm saying, I would produce music for myself, but you know what I'm saying, me and Adonis, AD, you know, Santana.
Shout out to AD.
Shout out to AD. You know, that was the team. So I would make the beats. You know what I'm saying? He was really more skilled at rapping in that time period than I was. You know what I'm saying? So I focus more on the music and not so much my rapping ability or rap skills, and just kind of let him shine, you know what I mean, behind my beats. And we would make these tapes, you know what I'm saying, and we'll put these tapes out, you know what I mean. But I mean, that's like the beginning of my journey into producing.
That is so interesting that you say that, because I always knew Adonis for playing the drums. So I would have thought he would have been more into the production side of things, but you're saying that it was absolutely like switched around.
Yeah.
I never would have thought that.
Now he he tried, and he made a couple of good, but you know what I'm saying, my raps at that time was no match for his raps, and his music at that time was no match for mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just
So y'all balanced each other
exactly.
out.
You know what I'm saying? In that time period, we definitely balanced each other out. You know what I'm saying?
So when did you actually put out your own full body of work?
So never really put out a full body of work.
Really?
Yeah, no, I've never released
Like a full album
no,
or EP? Never?
never,
I would have
never.
never thought
Yeah,
that.
never. And because I was so invested as a producer,
Mm-hmm.
I work behind the scene with a lot of artists. You know what I mean? I work behind the scene with a lot of artists, man, like making beats for them. You know what I mean? Shout out to Farrelly. You know what I'm saying? Play. I made beats. You know what I'm saying? I was like the producer for them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's who I was rocking with. And I did, you know, I did want to pursue my rap career, but everybody was pushing me more towards being the producer. So that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
stayed I stayed in the studio all the time. Anybody who know me will tell you, man, I was in the studio 24/7, making beats, recording people, so forth and so on.
So that's you put most of your attention into the production side of things for a while.
Definitely.
When did it switch and you actually started back focusing on yourself as an artist?
So I wanna say like maybe 5 years ago.
Maybe 5 years
Maybe
ago?
maybe 5 years ago. Well, 2012, I say. You know what I'm saying? Because I started rocking with Street Legacy Music.
Okay.
So and that's Big Smith, you know what I mean, is the head of that. So he kind of reintroduced me into the getting back into the rap stuff, you know what I mean? Me and him going back and forth to Augusta, Georgia, recording
Shout out to
yeah,
Augusta.
going back and forth to
Augusta,
Augusta,
Georgia.
Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Recording at Classic City Studios, Studio Plug. Stilo is a A1 engineer, and so we did a lot of stuff up there, man, and it got some good attention. And then from there, I went on like this hiatus because I raised my family. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I got married, and, having 3 children, and so my main focus was making sure that my family was established first before
And ain't nothing wrong with it. And I'm
yeah,
happy you said something
yeah.
about that because sometimes as an artist, I mean, you got to take care of your
Oh yeah,
responsibility.
that's like you a lame if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I ain't got no
That
respect for a
part.
nigga that, you know what I'm saying, don't take care of your family, period, point blank. That come first. I don't give a damn about no rap. I don't give a damn about no beats, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? My family ain't straight, period.
So when did you actually book your first official like performance?
Well,
Like
I
outside of the
okay.
youth
So I
performances?
mean, I'm kind of skipping a lot of history. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
know.
I'm I'm skimming through because there are a lot of things that have transpired throughout these years. So you
Mm-hmm.
gotta you got the whole beginning um of my
Like a summary.
you got the whole beginning of my quote unquote career, and then you from the high school days, and from the church, to going into
The production side of
well, not
things.
not necessarily that, but going into a whole nother church atmosphere,
Yeah.
and starting a group there, doing an overseas tour in Europe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
Whoa.
so you
I
got,
never knew
yeah, so
that.
you got that aspect of my career, and then you got, what I'm saying, when I go into the dreaded mind days, what I'm saying,
That's
with
right.
with Montu them, and doing producing and everything over there, and then you go into, what I'm saying, the Farrelly days, what I'm saying, and then you go into, so it's been a journey. It's so much to expound on. I don't think that we really got a
Yeah,
whole
we
lot of
don't have
time.
a
You know what I mean?
whole, yeah, a lot of time to go into that. But
Yeah,
have you ever experienced any betrayals throughout all of these journeys that you've had?
many. You know what I'm saying, and that's just the nature of the industry. It's a shady industry, man. You know what I'm saying, and you know, for the record, and I ain't to my own horn, but I will. You know what I mean. I'm raw when it comes to these beats. I
Mm.
don't give a fuck what nobody done told you, but I'm pretty sure you done heard. And if you ain't heard, when it comes to them beats, man, I'm top tier. A lot of the issues that I've had early on is, you know, they see the potential of what my music can do. And
Mm.
so if they can't have the control,
The
then
control.
they don't wanna fuck with it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can push you on, I can push you out there, but I need to control it. You know what I'm saying? If I can't control it, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And that's happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I done been burned by artists too. You know what I'm saying?
How does that affect you? Like as you're continuing to move through producing as an artist, like does that take a toll on you
It
after a
it don't
point?
it don't you know what it's disappointing, it's disheartening, but you know, you still living and breathing, and so you gotta keep going. I mean, I'm still dope, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm in a better predicament now than I was back then, you know what I'm saying? And now, you know, it's a time that is being presented to the public in such a way where they know, and I can show and prove, you know, what my abilities are. You know, and not only that, but you know, I'm working behind the scenes with other artists, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm selling music on a regular basis to different artists, you know what I'm saying? It's profiting me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm being an asset to other artists.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but I'm expanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going from a production standpoint. I'm directing music videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm ghostwriting for artists. You know what I mean? I'm helping to develop artists and so forth and so on. And so those are some of the things that I'm doing behind the scenes.
And I like that you brought that up because it is important not to box yourself in and only focus on one aspect, like to be multifaceted
Yeah, definitely.
because that's how you can be successful. Have you
Hmm.
ever felt like just giving up at any point though?
I never really felt like giving up, but there was a moment in time where, you know, I was just so focused on, you know, my family that I didn't think that I would really have time to pursue it.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I say that, yeah, I say that. But now I'm all as long as I'm living and breathing, you can almost bet on it. Not almost bet on it. You can bet on it 100%. I'm gonna produce it.
Have you ever gotten to a point where you feel like maybe the passion isn't as important as the financial gain? Because I know everybody want to make money. Do you
Well,
focus on the finances or just keep the passion for what you're doing at
so
the
to
focal and forefront?
to me, it's all on the individual. is
Mm.
is is whatever drives you. You know, some people are driven by the money. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm.
not what drives me. I'm purely driven by the passion and the love for the music. And if you really listen to the music, especially on my soon to be released self reflection EP, you know, a lot of their music is layered, so many textures. It's more than just the average music. You know, it's variations, it's different patterns and sequences in the beat. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
you will hear that, you know what I mean? But I'm passionate about it, and this is what I love to do, and
So
I'm gonna
your
continue to do.
passion drives
Oh
you.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
That's good to know because like you said, it's different for different people. Some
Hmm.
people could really give a fuck.
Yeah.
They just want the
Some
money.
and you know, it is a prime example of the state of the industry now. So like I was saying back in the day, if you wanted to do music, you had to have a certain level of talent to impress people to invest in you. Now people just get a computer, you know what I'm saying? They spend a few $100s on the computer. They can download some free software from this place or that place, and all of a sudden they producers, they engineers, they rappers, they videographers, they're video editors. I mean, they doing everything themselves, and they don't really have any real expertise or any true experience, you know what I mean? And so they're able to oversaturate the music,
Mm.
the music industry. You know, you
Oversaturate.
can do all of that within a matter of, you know what I'm saying, a month or so, and make you a EP or album and put it and stream it on YouTube or Spotify and all of that shit. You can just put that shit out there, trying to get a viral moment or just trying to like get on. Whereas in real artists like myself and others, you know what I'm saying, we take our time to perfect the craft, and you know what I'm saying, we listen over and over again to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that what you listening to is enjoyable. You know what I mean? We got years of experience in this. And when you hear us as opposed to when you hear them, you should be able to hear a profound difference between the two. You know what I'm saying?
If the ears working
Yeah,
right.
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
That was actually going to be my next question. Like, what makes you different as an artist and a producer? But you just already let us know the experience and the expertise and the having to live through a time where all this stuff wasn't so easily accessible.
Right.
It made you really hone into your craft
You
a
had
lot
to.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
that right there, that's deep. That's a classic key alert right there for sure. So what are some of your favorite collaborations over the years? Or some, I shouldn't even say favorite, best. Do you feel like was some of your best collaborations?
Well, I'm gonna say some of my best collaborations with AD 3000, AD Santana. You know what I'm saying?
83,000. That's a first.
AD Santana. You know what I'm saying? AD period.
P.O. the Price was showing 80 Santana
Hey, man,
major love on him. First of all,
yeah. I
listen.
mean, I can't knock him. I can't knock him, man. The boy raw. Period.
That
You know
boy
what I'm saying?
80 Santana is raw now.
The boy, I don't give a damn how you feel about him, but that nigga is raw. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the way he structured his music, I mean the way he structured his words, it's flame. And so it's a lot of shit that y'all ain't never heard, man, from way back in the day that I wish I still had a copy of, man. That I'm just telling you, man, that like that shit. Hey man, you know what they used to call that nigga at the studio? They used to call AD the franchise.
The
They used
franchise.
to they used to call him the franchise. They used to call him the franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like he did one. So that's one of my good collaborations. You know what I'm saying? And I got several other collaborations. I got a collaboration that I did with Big Smith. We got a song called Young Till I Die. That's a dope that's a dope song. I got a collaboration with Aunt Breezy. Yeah, Aunt Breezy, me and Aunt Breezy got a song together called King. That's a fire collaboration. You know what I'm saying? And this new collaboration that I just did with Motorhead 2 times.
Motorhead 2 times.
Yeah,
One time for Motorhead
yeah.
two
Shout out to
times.
Motorhead 2 times, HBN, man. Shouting y'all out, man, for real. Showing y'all much love. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? The opportunity to collaborate with you guys, you know.
What do you think it would take to get more collaborations amongst classic artists to like just set aside the differences and collaborate in such a way that is positive and progressive for every artist within the classic
I mean, I
community?
think, people need to do some self searching, man, and get the hate out you. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
the
Like
hate.
straight up. So and I tell you that I'm gonna lead by example on it. You know what I'm saying? So um I was online and I seen Show. You know what I'm saying? I saw his song, his video he did, No Hook. And I was like, yo, I'm rocking with this.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Show.
shout out to Show, man. I sent him love, you know what I'm saying? Genuine love. Like, hey, dude, I rock with this. I fuck with this. Like, keep doing what you're doing. And met him, you know what I'm saying, up close and personal. We bumped shoulders and whatever, man. We talk business, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, look, man, I want to do what I'm doing with Motorhead right now. I want to do that with you, man. I want to produce a song, you know what I mean? Come up with a video concept, you know what I'm saying, and shoot a video. And he like, man, I'm down, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing, bro. Just say the word, and it's a go.
I like that you just put out the fact that it was no ego involved in
Oh
it. You
no,
saw something, you saw the talent, something caught your ear, and it wasn't anything for you to be like, hey, let me reach out,
yeah,
and not be like, oh well, nah, I ain't gonna reach out. I'm just gonna keep looking. I'm
yeah.
gonna watch, but I'm a peek, but I ain't gonna do nothing
Yeah,
else type.
I'm not gonna show no.
I love
Yeah,
that. I feel
but
like we need more of that.
And I
What is
did,
it gonna take to get more
man,
of
I
that?
don't know, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You know, a house divided can't stand. I mean, I done said that a whole bunch of times, you know what I mean? But Athens is rich in talent, you know what I'm saying, in this town. And so we definitely need to, you know, come together just like you know, form a unit, you know what I mean? And and just come together, man, and collaborate with each other and compare notes and make each other better. I definitely think that that's greatly needed in this town, man, because
There
it's a
was
lot of
something you were
separation.
talking about before we actually started filming about the need for the unity,
Yeah,
like to like some things, share some things, you know what I'm saying? Support what you see going on,
yeah.
whether it's an artist, a producer, a personality, something like that.
Hmm.
Did you want to expand on that a little
So
bit
so
more?
what I was saying was when you see outlets like what London Taj got with Classic Conversation, when you see, you know, Mocha and Noah, when you see Lou Morningstar, you know what I'm saying, when you see
Creative space.
creative space, you know what I'm saying, when you see creative space, you know what I mean, like Joker TV, and the list goes on and on. Mr. White, you know what I'm saying, with all of these different platforms, y'all need to support them because they trying to provide a platform for you to present your campaign, you know what I mean? And so the bigger we make these individuals, the better it is for us as individual artists to reach out to the public and make the public aware of what it is we got going on. But if you just and it goes more than just, okay, this is something that can benefit me. It's
Mm,
something that can benefit the community as a whole. So if you just focusing on yourself as an artist,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, you not really thinking of the community, you know what I'm saying, and you only gonna reach so far, you know what I mean, and also, you know, you'll reach a certain plateau and you didn't really fuck with the local artists, and let me just tell you this, your ass is coming down. Like, period, point blank, because I done seen it a million times. All y'all niggas is hot now. You got your 10,000, your 20,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? And I guess a lot of y'all think, you know what
that's
I'm
real
saying?
shit,
You guess
though.
a lot of y'all think y'all finna perform for the Super Bowl. Like, no, this shit not happening, man.
That
I'm
was
not,
for
I'm
the
not, I'm
Super
not trying
Bowl.
to. I'm not trying to, you know, shit on you or nothing like that,
Yeah,
you know.
but real
But
talk though.
yeah, cause I done seen a whole bunch of local artists. They get about right here and then they come back down. They ain't never fuck with nobody, and now the word around, man, we don't fuck with him, man, cause goddamn he had the ego this and ego that. But a lot of these artists that had the name, when they do reach their plateau, and then it's time for them to come down, and they not getting the eyes on them, they still able to fuck with the local artist because they were fucking with the local artist all along. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So like, just always know if it whatever goes up, you coming back down, bro. Period. I don't give a Wayne was at the height of his career, you know what I'm
mm,
saying? And everybody Wayne, you know what I'm saying? And then
yeah,
it went from Wayne and it went to somebody else and then it went to somebody and it gonna keep on doing it. So everybody not always gonna be, you know what I'm saying, up here, man. Even the greatest are humble and calm down. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever think that you better than nobody.
for
Think
real.
about the community. Think about the people that's here. Think about the people that came before you. I always try and pay homage to the ones that came before me. Y'all just heard me. Shout out to the Untouchables. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to Low Down and Daddy King. You know what I'm saying? When I did my music
Shout out to
video,
Low Down
you
and
know what I'm
Daddy.
saying? And I've let them know, you know what I'm saying, how I feel about them. You know what I'm saying? Well, I heard that Hey La La before y'all heard that shit.
Ooh,
I was in motherfucking in-house suspension and a nigga
that
played it.
ain't in-house
I was in
suspension.
in-house suspension and a nigga played that shit on the tape. You know what I'm saying? And so I heard it and was like, man, and still have respect for these people that come before me. You know what I'm saying? I'm shout out to me Curry. You know what I mean?
Shout out,
Straight up. You know what I
shout
mean?
out to
Like,
Tipsy.
I'm a little tipsy, you know what I'm saying? And I know her whole motherfucking verse from front to back, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but we gotta show respect to our people, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta big these people up, man. You know what I'm saying? And Big Body, he had his
Shout
movement,
out to
you
Big
know what I'm
Body.
saying? Dictator, he had his movement.
Shout out to
You know what I'm saying? You
Dictator.
got Catch
Damn,
One,
you called me out some
hey,
classics.
hey, you got Catch One Baldy. He got his movement
Shout
right
out to
now.
Catch
You
One
got
Ball.
AD Santana, he got his movement, man.
Shout out to 80
Man,
Cent.
let's
I mean, it's so many movements.
and you know, let's always, you know what I'm saying, be appreciative of these guys, man, and you know, ain't nobody better than nobody, man. I don't give a damn how big you is, nigga. You a human just like I am, bro. So you breathe the same air that I breathe, man. You know what I'm saying? God created you just like he created me. So nigga, you is not better than me, home.
And you
You know what I mean?
preaching.
Like straight up, man. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said it. And I feel like what we're doing here, talking and just putting it out there for anyone who's viewing it could learn a lot. And that's where it starts. I think when people hear support, they think money. You can support artists and entrepreneurs, media personalities in so many more
Yeah.
ways other than spending money.
And if you ain't spending money, man, just give good energy.
Give us some good
Yeah,
energy.
just give
Dang.
good energy.
For real.
You can walk up to your boy and say, hey man, you killed that song, but that shit was fire, man. Keep doing your thing. If it's just that right there, man,
Yeah,
just, you know what I'm saying?
that goes a long
Yeah,
way.
man,
Like for real.
You know, you keep him inspired, you keep him wanting to go on, and her, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
So outside of music, are there any other like merchandise, products, or anything that you're offering to the public right now, or
Not
in the works?
We got some things in the works. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to, you know, I
I
don't
know.
want to put the cart before the horse, but you know, what I'm doing behind the scenes is building a foundation. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that, you know, when we do start releasing stuff, you know what I'm saying, it can be a steady flow of traffic.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So
find and follow PO the Priceless One on all social media platforms.
yeah.
Is it the same on
Mainly on IG.
mainly on
You can
IG?
follow me on Facebook too, but mainly on
Mainly
IG.
on IG. That's
Yeah,
how I
mainly
am too.
on IG.
Find me on
Yeah,
IG right
definitely.
now because Facebook owe me money.
Mm,
Okay, and we'll talk about that later.
okay.
For real,
All
they
right.
do.
So look, let me talk about this. Let me talk about this collaboration that I did with
Motorhead
yeah, with
Design.
Motorhead
That's what I
Tucson.
was getting ready to say
Yeah,
because that's like what's most current, right?
yeah.
All right.
So what I do is, you know, I get online and, you know, I like to go on the local artist page, you know what I'm saying, and show them support. You know, I like their content, I might comment, so forth and so on. So I was on his page and I saw that he shared I guess like an open verse challenge, you know what I'm saying? And it was to say no more, you know what I mean? And he spit, I think, a little bit of his verse and then he left the rest of it open. And so he was like, look, you know, anybody that wanna get on it can get on it, and whoever do the best verse, you know what I'm saying, get an opportunity to record with me at a professional studio, and we'll release the song, whatever. So when I heard the music, I was just genuinely like, man, I really like this beat,
Yeah,
and
that
I really
beat.
I really like this song. So I was like, okay, cool. I ain't studying to recording it professionally because I done did that, you know what I'm saying, a million times over. I record myself, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I got the means to do it. So what I did was, unbeknownst to him, I went in my lab and I put a little twist on some of the music and I wrote my own verse and I put a snippet out on my story, on my IG story, you know what I'm saying? So he hit me, was like, yo, that's love, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate it. You know, he wanted to hear the verse, whatever. So I sent him the actual verse, the whole thing. So, you know, he basically told me like he was rocking with it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He was like, let's do this. I think he said he presented it to his manager. His manager was like, it's a go. Yeah, I think he talked to the producer. The producer was like, it's a go. So we took it a step. We took it a step further. I told him, I was like, send me your raw vocals, send me the instrumental. You know what I'm saying? And you know, let me put my flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? Like let me do some additional instrumentation to the music and
Because that music
yeah,
fire.
and let me also do some things with your vocals. So he sent it all in and I went in my lab, man, I just started working. You know what I'm saying? I added organs, I added guitar, I added choir Oz. I faded the beat in. I faded the beat out. I took his vocals and pitched them down and put it behind his vocals. Like I did all of these different intricate details.
You can hear it
You
when
know
you
what I'm
listen
saying?
to it,
Yeah.
like for real.
So I put all of these different intricate details the um to give the music more character. And so again, that's what separate a producer like me
Mm.
from y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all boys, you know what I'm saying, they just bought the computer and making you Fruity Loop. You is not on my level, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't send you no music and you do the same because you ain't got the ear. And plus, I'm not producing my shit on Fruity Loop. I'm playing the key. When you hear that,
That's
yeah,
what that is.
when you hear that organ, that ain't something that I got from no, that's me playing the organ, that's me playing the piano, that's me playing the
And
even
it's so clear too.
even the guitar, you know what I'm saying? I know how to manipulate the guitar where I can play it with my hand
Damn.
and it sounds just like a guitar. You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to distinguish the difference from this and that. So that's another reason why I am what I am, and I'm able to charge these artists the price that I charge. When you charge $50, I'm charging 300 or better. You know what I'm saying? For my production, you charging 50, you charging 100, you might be charging 200 or 300 for your exclusive. And you ain't getting exclusive with me for no $300. You just leasing. You know what I mean? That's the level I'm on, and I got the receipts to prove that I'm charging this over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending invoices to artists on a regular basis, so you know what I'm saying, I'm able to talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Talk that classic shit.
it's real. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm get off my high horse.
Say No More is the name of the single.
But yeah, Say No More. Anyway, I put all them intricate details in the music, and he was blown. He loved it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, look, man, let's take it a step further. Let's turn this shit up some more, man. Let's do a music video too.
Yes.
So I reached out to Brasher, and me and Brasher done already had this.
Shout out to Brasher.
Yeah, shout out to Brasher Media. Brasher Media. You know what I'm saying? Because I talked to Brasher and I'm like, look, man, I'm not fucking with no other videographer other than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and you exclusive. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna build something and expand on something. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna bring light to what you got going on. That's gonna bring light to what I got going on, and we gonna collaborate with these artists, man, and give people something to see.
Yeah.
So anyway, reached out to Brasher. Told him the ideas that I had. You know what I'm saying, for the music video. I told him that this would be my introduction as a director. So I directed the music video, and I'm taking the insight that I gleaned from the film industry, because I work in the film industry as a utility tech / set painter.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah.
Cause the set was on point.
Yeah.
By the
So
way.
so you know what I'm saying. So I took um what I learned from the film industry.
Sense.
Yeah, I took what I learned from the film industry, and I'm starting to apply it for these music videos now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I'm able to, add value for for some of you artists. You know what I'm saying? You want your video done. I got the connection with Brasher Media. You know what I'm saying? I got the vision. I can help you bring whatever it is in your head to
And it
life.
looks professional.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like my homeboy shot this for me. Like, it looks like it could be on any mainstream cable network, premiering on any video music channel, for real, for real.
Yeah.
High quality.
Good quality.
Real classy shit.
He shoot in 4K. Yeah, he shoot in 4K, and he got the processing power. You know what I'm saying? He did a Mind of My Business video.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? And he's done so far all of my music videos.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So we got Say No More, P.O. the Priceless One times, Motorhead 2 times.
That's right.
Music video and single dropping soon.
Yeah, very soon.
We don't have exact yet.
Yeah, very soon.
But it's coming soon. Be on the lookout, which is why you need to be following P.O. the Priceless One.
Follow me. Follow Motorhead 2 times.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Follow Brasher Media. You know what I'm saying?
Follow
And
Classic Conversations, Classic Dot
Classic
Conversations on IG.
Creative Space.
Creative Space,
Like,
ATH.
Let's do it.
Low Down and Dirty.
Low Down and Dirty.
Yeah, find all that classic shit.
All of it. Follow the show.
Do you think it's an age limit? Do you think it should be an age limit on creating and being creative, whether producing or putting out music?
That's a great question. You know what I'm saying? And for some people, man, I just feel like if God put something in you, it's in you. You know what I'm saying? He ain't taking his gift away from you. You know what I mean? So why should you stop? If I'm a painter, you know what I'm saying, and I'm able to paint, you know what I'm saying, murals or whatever, you know what I mean? Why should I stop painting because I'm 70 years old? You know what I mean? So it's the same with this rap music. It ain't never. And another thing, you can't let nobody put a limit on you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, I don't give a damn if you 90 years old and you want to rap.
Yeah.
It don't mean
your favorite granny.
It don't mean the world gonna listen to you. But whatever God put in you, man, use it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because God gave it to you for a reason. You got a purpose. Just use your talent, man. Use your talent the best way you can, and don't let nobody limit you and tell you what you can and can't do. You just do your thing.
That's classic.
Yeah, straight up, man.
As we get ready to wrap up here at Classic Conversations, it's been such a pleasure. Like time, I could talk to you all day long. They telling me I gotta wrap it up. I don't want to wrap it up. Is there any classic words you would like to leave the audience with before we get out of here today?
Man, just appreciate your fellow man. You know what I mean? Everything ain't about you. You know what I'm saying? And we are a community of people, man, and especially the African American community, man. We definitely need to practice more unity, man. You know what I'm saying? It's safety in numbers. Let's come together, man, with this black excellence. Let's make sure we supporting each other. Let's make sure we supporting these local businesses, these local artists, and so forth and so on, man. You know what I mean? Let's just come together as a people, man, and do what it is that God intended for us to do, which is for us to be together. You understand?
And you heard it here, right here on Classic Conversations. It's your girl, London Ties. You know what I'm going to tell you, right? You know what I'm going to tell you, right?
Tell them.
Remember to keep those conversations classic.
Keep them classic.
London Ties, P.O. the Priceless1. We out, baby. We out. Cue that music.
Do the music.
Top dip, stacking chips, I'm a baller. Hating ass niggas still broken, need the boss up. Trackadelics filled it up with gasoline. And we the perfect match. Flame up the beat.
Cause he's a bad motherfucker. And he know that shit. Got a plan for the